Alright, I've already done a video about cleaning out the chicken coop, but I'm gonna do it again, and this time I'm gonna show how I take everything from the coop and put it in my garden in the middle of winter time. Yayer! And don't eat my mitts. Move them along. Raj, out of there. So, part of the reason why I like keeping chickens, besides the eggs, is because they actually provide us with poop. And the ducks and the geese do too. And that poop is really valuable when you have a garden. Now, yes, you can buy fertilizers, but it's expensive, and when you have like a really big garden, you can't just be putting fertilizer over the whole thing. I don't know, it just feels daunting. So with chickens, it's like a double benefit. They're feeding us twice. Definitely don't do what I do and don't put the chicken poop on hot. But I'll tell you what I do. I take the chicken shavings, hay, whatever it is, poop, and I do put it on my garden in the winter, maybe in the fall, maybe in the spring, and I cover it with black poly. I like putting it on in the fall and covering it with black poly plastic. That's that woven landscaping fabric that people use. And what I do is I will plant things that fruit and grow from that, or vine, you should say. So your tomatoes or peas or whatever, but nothing that's like a root crop. I won't obviously plant in it. And it's amazing. Like, you plant it and you cover with black poly, and I know, Roy. And even in the wintertime, the worms are working at it and they're breaking it down and they're pulling it under the ground. And I mean, it's a few inches thick, so some of it's composting. Maybe it's not, but it's disappearing and it's like almost gone by the time you actually go and plant your seedlings in it. And I only plant seedlings in it. So, yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. And with the ducks and the geese, I probably should do this every 2 weeks. It's very weather dependent, baby dependent, and see how it goes. Anyway, for now, I'm going to put in a new bale of hay. I'm going to move this pile and the wheelbarrow up to the garden, and then I'm going to call it. Okay. I should also mention that my chickens are a little bit spoiled, and I do put a little bit of hay out on the snow outside the coop door to, well, because they won't walk on the snow half the time, so it just makes it nicer for them and their little feet, claws, whatever you want to call them. The chickens love getting their coop cleaned, and they'll just have a field day looking for seeds and all sorts of things in there, just living their best lives. And hopefully the ducks will lay some clean eggs because they lay on the ground in the coop, so that'll make a big difference. this is my last pile of bedding from the chicken coop, and I'm gonna load this up, hopefully get it back up that hill, get my baby to bed, call it a day. Not really, people. The day keeps going. But yeah, so don't do as I do. Don't put this on your garden hot. Most people actually put it in a pile just like this by the chicken coop and put wire mesh around it. Make like a little enclosure. It's a heavy piece. And then they'll make a little enclosure, put it in, and just let it decompose there. And then put it on the garden after it's decomposed. So this is what I do, and I'll tell you, my squash that grows out of this, when I did this last year, is crazy. So I'm putting it on a row in the garden that really needs it. And with how messy these animals are this year, I'm pretty sure I'll get all the rows I want to covered in the next few weeks. So I'm excited about that. And if you're interested in how this all turns out in my garden, whether we all die of some disease, no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, if you want to see how well my garden grows from all this beautiful golden manure, sorry, my dog is barking. I had to lock him up because he kept running away. So yeah, if you want to see how this turns out in my garden, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed my little chicken coop video, where I talk about poop way too many times, give it the thumbs up. And if you have any questions about this process and what I do in my garden or what I do in my coop, just leave a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you. Have a good day. Bye. I'm actually gonna rename this video how to watch somebody struggle pulling a wheelbarrow up a hill or want to hear my dog bark a lot. Anyway, I'm done. The row looks semi good. It's gonna have to do. I gotta get in the house. So thanks for watching. Bye.